Hi everyone, thank you for watching. I'm here today with Justin and Carmen Kennedy, dear members and friends of the club and of mine. And we're meeting today to film something for the newsletter to kind of give everyone more of a back-end view of membership and kind of a more conversational look at what is normally the membership report.
Why did you want to make a video instead of just updating the newsletter? Like, what's the motivation there?
Yeah, so typically the newsletter is written from a very omnipotent point of view. It's not, first person at all. I try to really remain out of it, if you will. It's really supposed to be very informational and, a lot of information about what's coming up next and pictures and videos of things that have happened in the past. And typically the membership report is more of a piece, if you will, that's just a highlight, an overview of that month. But in the last few weeks and all the new members we've gotten, it's been just this incredible experience. And I thought it might be really nice to speak from, a place of being the membership director and really speak to the changes we're making and to some of the processes that have been changed and to kind of highlight the membership role, what we've been doing, the membership committee. It's all so exciting. It felt like it deserved more than 2 pages can fit. So
excellent. So what can you tell us about the new members and what you guys have been doing in JRCC for that?
Yeah, so we have 28 new members. And they're all wonderful, but they're not all just new members to the club. Some of them are returning from membership.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome back.
Yeah.
And then there are lots of people who are new to the area, not just new to the club. So one of the processes when we started this whole journey, speaking with John Lawson, who's our club president, Conrad, who's our general manager, membership committee members, board members, they really wanted to see a very streamlined process for when someone joins the club. Because, like I said, some of the people that are joining are new to Newport News, and they don't have any idea what the club offers or what the area offers. So instead of it just being a process where, they're interested in the club, they join the club, and then they kind of figure it out for themselves, we're now providing this really tailored experience where if you need a realtor, I have somebody you can work with. If you need to meet a friend to feel more comfortable in joining the club, there's ambassadors in place. And we do really awesome programs to pair people, kind of like matchmaking, where, you're really going to like this person, not just for now, but forever. And so it's been wonderful to kind of see that process and how it's really transforming membership at the club.
Excellent. I know we've definitely enjoyed all the new members who have joined. What can someone who is wishing to join the JRCC, what would that process for them be like?
Yeah, so it's a really nice and easy, it's not a scary process. So I think a lot of people are a little bit nervous when they join. But for members who don't have a sponsor, right, we're talking people who've just moved here or especially our military members, they might not know someone at the club. So what I do is I meet with them a couple times. So once I really get a feel for who they are and what their values are, I find someone at the club, an ambassador, like yourselves, and I pair them and they have a sponsorship cocktail party. And that's not just to get the paperwork done, right? That is so that they form an immediate connection with someone. So that first time at the club, especially for people who've never been a member of any country club before,
yes,
that process can be a little bit scary. So they automatically come in knowing there's someone who's just a phone call away, whether it's myself or the ambassadors they've met, who's happy to meet them for a drink or, meet them for an event, kind of show them the way and answer any questions. Am I wearing the right shoes? Can I go to this room at this time? All of those questions are questions I get asked regularly. So it's been a great process, that sponsorship cocktail party as the initial part of it. But then after that, right, they're not just let to go roam the club. We really stick with them. And this was Mr. Lawson's biggest thing. He wanted an onboarding process. And anyone who runs a business can tell you that is such a monumental piece to really making sure that everyone on your team or your clients are really engaged. So from the moment they finish all their paperwork and they join the club, they get a letter that's written from the GM. They get a letter that's written from the golf pro or from the food and beverage team, from catering. And it says, here I am, here's what I do, here's how I can help you, and here's how to reach me. Excellent. And so it's funny because the new members might shoot me a text and say, hey, how do I get in touch with catering? And in my mind, I know that information is only an email away. Give it 2 days. It's coming.
It's coming towards you.
It's coming towards you.
Yeah.
But it's really great. We also have a welcome packet that outlines all of that information. But it is great to have the short snippets from what are the daily specials, the burger bar, that sort of thing, all the way down to, you know, how do I get in touch with someone about accounting?
Excellent.
How do I log into my account? Those are really simple questions that seem really daunting at first to new members. So we wanted to just make the process as easy as possible by answering those questions without them even having to ask.
What has been your favorite part of this new role as the director of new membership?
For me, honestly, the greatest part is getting to meet all these new families and then watching as they go from, you know, being kind of timid in the club to then they find their people. It's always a couple days and then they find their people. And sometimes that's the ambassadors that I paired them with. I had one group that met and I turned around and they're riding across the lawn in a golf cart. They just took off without me. And where are you going? And now they're really great friends. It's almost like the Harry Potter sorting hat where you're not sure where they're going to go, but they're going to end up with, you know, and it's not like a clique. These are mini communities within our community. So it's really beautiful to see when a member does join, you know, they're going to end up with one of these groups. And it's really fun to see who they end up with and to watch them thrive, to watch them go to events outside the club with those people and, you know, then hanging out at the pool with those people. So it's really been a fun process.
Yes, it's definitely, you have sort of a cheers moment here.
Yeah.
Where when you come in and people know your name.
Yeah.
I mean, people are smiling,
Yeah.
friendly, and you get invited to different events. So we definitely enjoy that aspect of the club. And it's summertime, which is super awesome.
Absolutely. And it even starts with putting the faces in the newsletter. You know, I think it's so great that the first of the month, the newsletter rolls around and you can see who's joined the club. So you're not as timid to walk up and introduce yourself because who knows, they might have been a member forever and been out of town. You never know. So it's really nice to see that face in the newsletter with their name and you can walk up and say, hey, welcome to the club. We're happy to have you.
Well, that's a wonderful addition that you have definitely spearheaded with, you know, tackling the media and the membership, sort of getting everyone involved into, you know, I mean, their engagement here, but sort of highlighting all the wonderful things.
It's been so much fun. It has been so much fun.
How are you getting new members and why is that so important?
It's a great question. Definitely the number one source of new members to the club is members themselves. When I meet with Lee Lockwood and he tells me he's got a friend that is interested, they're interested. And so it's been really awesome to have members, you know, having their brothers, their parents join the club, because then it just extends our family and it makes it so much better. And obviously the point of having more members is to keep dues low. So for every member that joins the club, we can continue to maintain that level that we're at now. So it just makes it better. But more importantly, it really is about filling the club full of families and friends. Yes. And there's nothing better than walking around the bar or walking around the patio or the pool deck and seeing all the families and friends hanging out and laughing and taking pictures. It's really about creating those lasting memories.
Is there anything that you'd like to add or say about the process and what you're looking forward to?
Yeah, well, I mean, first I'd really like to say a huge thank you to all the people who have really spearheaded this campaign. It's really been a huge undertaking. There's so many members, you wouldn't even know they're working behind the scenes to help really champion the club. Our board of directors, our committee members, especially the membership committee, and our club president, they're all members themselves. And they're taking their time and they're coming to meetings, some of them multiple times a week, to really just advocate for the members and advocate for our future, plan for what's next. You know, it's never just what's around the corner. It's what's coming 10 years, 15 years, 100 years from now. They're always looking at the big picture, which really makes it, it just makes it feel so much more important for me to be in this role and really try to champion the club because I want to see its success. I mean, that's the whole point, is that even once we're all gone, that there will be a club and this club will have a piece of all of us in it. And we will all, you know, have longevity through the club's existence. So it really is a beautiful thought and sentiment, and it really means a lot to myself and the board members. So thank you to them is definitely number one. But as far as goals for the future, it's just to keep going. It's to keep delivering on every promise we make. It's to continue to put together some really fun and new and creative offerings and amenities and experiences for the members. We've got some really, really cool stuff coming up. So it's been really fun, and I just look forward to more of it.
Yes, and we do too. We're really excited with all your work and the energy that you bring to the club. So
thank you so much for coming. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I really appreciate your time. We look forward to everything that's coming down the line, and we hope to see you soon. See you around the club.
bye.